It's so easy to do the same things over and over again with photography. I wanted to try something completely different and so far out of my comfort zone. I've done weddings and events and sports, but actually walking up to a complete stranger and asking if I could take their portrait was something I'd never actually tried. So last weekend off to Amsterdam I went. How difficult could it be? I knew I'd be a bit nervous walking up to complete strangers, asking if I could take their photo, but it was even harder than I'd imagined. We thought it would be a good idea to go to the park, as there'd be lots of relaxed, happy people there. We spent what felt like hours just walking around, looking at everyone, waiting for someone to make eye contact and smile. Everyone just looked like the last thing they wanted was to be bothered by me. So we changed location and moved into the centre of Amsterdam. So there I was, country girl in the middle of Amsterdam. It probably didn't help that I was being filmed and followed by a Ray cameraman. All I kept thinking was everyone's going to tell me to go away and no one really wants to be bothered by me. We walked for a while longer, then I spotted a man waiting for customers on his tuk-tuk. I thought to myself, he expects and wants people to come up and talk to him, although yeah, probably not to ask for his portrait. So I took a deep breath and I asked him. He said, no problem at all. I was so relieved. We had a short conversation about whether or not he should wear his sunglasses. I said not. He had the most amazing blue eyes. I took the shots and gave him my card and said thank you. I could have done a backflip there and then. My first street portrait. We walked through the museum archways where buskers were playing their instruments. I took a few more shots and then spotted another man waiting for customers on his tuk-tuk. Ray said I wasn't allowed just to ask tuk-tuk men, so I thought maybe if we go onto one of the beautiful bridges, people are always taking photos there. I stood for a while and then I spotted a lovely couple watching the barges. It took me a few minutes. I asked if they minded me taking their photo and they said yes, of course, and then turned their heads away. It was quite funny, so I asked if they'd mind turning back round. We laughed so much. They had amazing smiles and were so kind. I don't think I'm a shy person. In my everyday life at work, I'm always talking to people I don't know. I travel overseas on my own lots too. But it's that uncomfortable feeling of asking permission from someone and them saying no. Obviously it wouldn't matter if anyone said no, but still no one likes that feeling of rejection. I certainly don't think I'm very good at it, and none of the photos I took were particularly good, but next time maybe I'll be better. I then went onto another bridge and took a few more photos. We then decided to walk back to the museum square. This beautiful woman stopped me and asked for directions. When we finished our conversation, I asked her if I could take her portrait. She was so happy for me to shoot her. I wonder if she was a model. I couldn't believe my luck. We then went back into the museum archways where the young men were packing away their instruments for the day. I went over to have a chat with them, telling them how great they were. I then asked for a photo. The young man unpacked his violin just for the shot. It was so good of him. Really thinking about it, it's probably more not about the fear of rejection and my feelings, but more about me not wanting to make another person feel uncomfortable and self-conscious, not wanting to spoil someone's afternoon, the effect I'm having on someone else. I see every day the suffering of mental health issues, so I'm so aware of the impact of how approaching someone I don't know could be inappropriate for them. Then back onto Museum Square. I looked around for a while and then I saw some girls looking so relaxed with their toes in the water. I bent down and asked, and they were so lovely. I gave them my card. They were called Dana and Louisa. I know this because when I put my stories of Amsterdam on Instagram, Dana sent me a message saying thank you for the photo. I was amazed that she'd taken the time to look me up. I sent her and Louisa all the shots I took of them. So that was that, and no one said no to me. Street portraits is something a million miles away from what I normally do. I'm so pleased I actually gave it a go. I'll certainly try it again. On that hot day in August, I met some truly beautiful souls in Amsterdam. I've got huge respect for all different types of photography and what people do. I think it's made me really admire all those street photographers I follow even more than I already do.
Here we go.